Hello, everyone, and welcome to Meditations on the Porch. Since this whole pandemic, COVID-19 thing's been happening, it almost seems like we're competing with each other as to who has the worst tragic story. And that's just insane. When you think about it, for example, if I say, well, I lost my business of 30 years, somebody says, who cares about your business? I lost my grandmother, or I lost my brother to COVID. And I completely understand. However, we're not comparing. And that's where I believe, my opinion is, the way the government, the way the media is sort of presenting it to us, that's what it's doing. It's having us or inducing this competitive, divisive anger, and we're all trying to one-up each other, and we're all on the same side. We've all lost. It's been tragic for all of us. So I call this Shout. This poem is the most painful I've written by far. In the past 2 years, all the tragedies will leave a big scar. We have all suffered, so let's not dare to compare. This part of my story I thought you might relate, whether you lost your business, a family member, or friend. We all have one thing in common. It's not the end. Pointing fingers and fighting each other is not the answer. So don't wait. Stop spreading the hate like a cancer. I don't have a solution for this violent revolution. But you can plainly see we are being divided for the past 2 years, and they can no longer hide it, making us compare our tragedies with each other. Who has suffered more? We are not keeping score, oh brother. I am not a conspiracy theorist. There is a plan in place. How can you not see it? It's right in front of your face. They are dividing us by fear and even by race. Whether you believe it or not, that is the case. I lost my business of 30 years. Whenever I think about it, it still brings me to tears. But apparently, that does not matter. There's a killer virus on the loose, and they're tightening the noose to make sure we blame each other, separating sister and brother. Families are turning each other in, encouraged by our government to commit a sin. Can't you see? By doing that, you're letting them win. For some of you, it's too late. It seems you can't wait for the next booster, vaccine, shot, or mandate. I can't relate. I had to leave the city that I lived in most of my life. Big changes were taking place for me and my wife. From one day to another, it seems all of our dreams have turned into fear. So we had to disappear from the city that changed and became deranged. Riots, looting, stealing, and burning. Right in front of our eyes, the city was turning into a violent, crime-ridden, hateful place without a trace of what it once was. Changes in our country have to be made at the top, or this violence and hatred will never stop. We have the power, so let's vote them out. There's no doubt we can no longer whisper, we have to shout. Thank you.